Jake Bates now, ready to get this one started. And away we go from East Rutherford. Here's Isaiah Davis on the return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
At their own 19-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. I'm good. Deep. Extend. Right.
Straight to the air they go. That's caught. It's Brees Hall. Space past the 35. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
1st and 10. Here's Fields. Locates Adonai Mitchell. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Completed to his running back. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Lions take over after forcing the first turnover of this ball game. So what happened there, partner? Looked like he'd found an early rhythm on that opening series until that last throw.
Yeah, fine line between confidence, which he certainly had, and rhythm, and then also just unwise decision-making, forcing that pick.
1st and 10 from the 32.
Super one.
They've got a man in motion. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Cut. 20.
Again, it's Gibbs. He finds a little opening, but not much. Picked up about 4 on second down.
You know, okay, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Third down run by Gibbs. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love third down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a third down run for a first down could be so demoralizing to that defense.
Here's Goff on 1st and 10. Connects on one to Jamison Williams. And he's able to get it past midfield and down into the Jets' side.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
We've finished one quarter in what's still a scoreless game. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. More from MetLife coming right up. Back and beginning the second quarter. Lions in possession. They have it on 2nd and short.
Here we go. Like 20.
They send a man in motion. This is Gibbs on 2nd down. Still has some space inside the 35. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. So 20 yards on that play. And the Lions have a first down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, okay? They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Moving the ball very well out of the gate here. It's set up now at the 26. Motion man sent left.
Hey, kill! What's that?
Play action here with Goff. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
2 for 1, 2 for 180. Tiger. Hey, 5. 2. 5. Louis. Cut.
Goff trying again on 2nd and 10. Flush down now to his left. And after all that, he still can't get rid of it. They get there and drop him. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
DC. Hey, 76. 76. Tell him. 76. Cal, you won. Super. 5. Harbaugh. What's up?
3rd and long for him here. Going all the way to the end zone here. Defender gets his hand in there and breaks it up. A possible touchdown denied. That's going to bring up 4th down. Jake Bates out for the Lions field goal try. From the left hash, this will be from 50. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they're able to get 3 points off that turnover.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead, and a little early momentum with that field goal.
To return it, here's Isaiah Williams. And he breaks the 20 on the return, but only just. That is one up to the 21 and out of bounds. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, son. Extend. Green 9. Right.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Cox, that's Arian Smith. A pickup of 17. And it's good for a New York first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Here we go.
Now, not much scoring to this point as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Stick around. More from MetLife Stadium on the other side. New set of downs from the 37.
Up. Hey, can. Right.
Fields on first down. Connects with his back. Hall. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Throwing on first down, Fields. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
EQ. Up. 11. Right.
Fields throwing once more. Taken in by Mitchell, right side. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at them. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Green 9. Easy. Angel. Right.
Fields out of the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Here we go. Green 19. Hey, can. Tonight.
They'll run here. It's Hall. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Backed up to the 8 here. It's 2nd and goal.
Here we go, tonight.
Here's a design run. Fields has it. And he's going to take it in for the New York touchdown. The Jets get their first points of this game just before halftime. It's a Justin Fields touchdown. They broke out the design run for him there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, KQB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20. They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left.
Ric Flair.
First down throw from Goff. They'll set up the screen. It's Williams. He passes the 35. Inside the 45. He will Detroit! The Lions take the lead just before halftime. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Okay, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers, and sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here.
At their own 35-yard line.
First and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. First and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half.
Here we go. Turbo, son. Hey, Ken.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, can sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
Down the field, he's got Wilson. And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off. Pretty obvious right there. That field goal doesn't happen without the big strike before it. But you know what I love, Kate? I love the sense of urgency. Everybody on the same page. They needed that big play to put points on the board.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get 1 final snap here in the half.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's the final play of our first half.
4 down. Louis, 180. Listen. 14. Obama. Hold on. Check. Turbo, set.
Looking to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. Here comes Williams on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Detroit offense to the line. Here's first and 10.
White 20.
Here's Goff. Short pass brought in. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
We go tonight. 180. 12.
Putting a receiver in motion. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he's going to be bottled up just a few yards into that second down run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Another one for Gibbs. That's the first down, and he's still going. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You love a huddle. Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there. He's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
First down, and they go right back to it. Good hit on the ground here. That's going to be a 9-yard pickup as it's second down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
At the 45-yard line.
Like 20.
Back to pass on second and short. That's complete to the back. David Montgomery. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
First down from the 42.
Super. Louis.
Running back sent in motion. Now Dan Campbell with that clock running down. Yeah, he decides to call timeout, as that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. First down from the 42. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And this one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. That play good for 17 and a first down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Coming to the line for another first and 10.
Five.
They kick the running back in motion.
Obama. 17. Harbaugh. Shell. Hold on. Check.
The play clock runs out. This will be a delay. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call is going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. So they should be a little prompter in snapping this, you'd hope, Brock, after that delay of game. Running back sent in motion.
Super one. Super 66. Listen. 12.
Now gone. Sends this to the end zone. And he brings it in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions take the lead right away in half number 2. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Bates now for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Lions break that tie and now lead by 7. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Here comes Williams on the return. And he's out a little short of the 30. 3 quarters in the books from this one. The Jets have it, but some work to do in the final frame. They're trailing. New York to the line. First and 10.
Delta. Here we go, son. Hey, kids. Delta. Right.
Fields to throw it. This one finds Taylor. He is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. That goes for 32 yards. And that's good for a Jets first down.
Kate, that play's so indicative of why tight ends in this league have become just an X factor. Right, they're big, they can block at the line of scrimmage, but the elite guys, well, they've got that speed, and they can take something short and make a difference with it down the field.
On first and 10, it's Fields. Has it at the 7. He will go! Touchdown, New York! The Jets now trail by just a point in the 4th. It's an Adnan Mitchell touchdown. On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th.
At 17.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's Raymond on the return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
On the return, the Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10.
Cut. White 20.
Let's start on the ground with Gibbs. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that is good for Detroit 1st down.
A gain of 12. And the Lions 1st down.
Running it with Gibbs. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line. Looking quickly, trying to get set.
Back at the 27.
Goff to the air now. Hits his running back. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm, and a nice little gain on top of it.
180.
He's back to throw. Completed to his running back. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
And the Lions 1st down.
We go.
A gain of 7.
180.
1st down, Lions.
Obama.
Man in motion here.
Turbo, set.
On 1st down, it's Gibbs. Rolling into enemy territory. It'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
What an injection of momentum for the offense on that play. With the energy boost in a much shorter field, I predict it's not going to be long, Kate, till they finish this series off.
1st and goal, Detroit.
Attack.
1st and goal. Here's Gibbs. And they're going to do it, Brock. They break the tie in the final minute. It's a touchdown. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal, but you do have to ask the question, do they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go. Turbo, set. Nelson. Medic. All right.
Setting up to pass. Smith pulls this one in along the sideline. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the 1st down.
The Jets 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
He'll look to throw it. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled. The catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
They're going downfield. It's caught. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the 1st down.
It's a gain of 20.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
All their timeouts left, but not much time itself. It's 1st and 10.
319, can I say that? Hey, 551, 551. Tonight.
Here he is to throw. Caught at the 10-yard line. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
At the 11-yard line.
All their timeouts left, but not much time itself. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, son. 58, let's hear that. Hey, Ken. Hey, never mind, Monday. Go.
Back to throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Jack Campbell with the INT. Oh, man, Brock, they decided to air it out in pursuit of a touchdown that time, but it's intercepted, and the visit to the red zone comes up empty.
And that one stings, Kate. It really does. You have a limited opportunity of looks in that close, particularly as we get through the second half. The ones you get, you have to finish with points.
The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
What's up?
Drive begins with Gibbs. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
2nd and 7 at the 16-yard line.
So the Lions get the win on the road. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And Kate, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL.